Right, so let's get ourselves started, get ourselves warmed up on this nice frosty day. So let's walk it out through the frost fields, admiring all the snowdrops along the way. Good job. Now we're going to stretch and reach up as we continue to walk. And then stretch and reach out to the sides. And stretch and reach down and slow the walking down. So take the feet to hip distance, spread the toes nice and wide, push the heels nice and deep down into the floor. Soften the knees, so there's just a gentle bend, and then extend through the body, straighten, 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 lengthen. Take the shoulders back and down, relax them down, and then lengthen that neck. So think of that piece of string pulling right from the top, the crown of the head, up and standing an inch taller, nice and tall there. Good job. Let's take the head to one side. Let's warm up the neck. Looking over one shoulder and back to center, over to the other side. And back, chin up. Back to center and chin down. And back, good job. Taking the hands onto the hips, onto the pelvic bone there so that we can feel the pelvis as we isolate it. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under as we tip the pelvis forward, and then we're going to tip back. And again, tucking that tailbone under and then peeling it back and sticking it out. Taking it as far as you can, really pushing those hips as far forward and as far back, just gently as you can, just to get the back moving, particularly the lower back, separating those lower vertebrae, waking them up. And then slowing it down, making the movement smaller each time, until finally that tailbone is headed down and the top of the pelvis is horizontal, and hold it there. Good job. Let's switch on those abdominals. So draw the belly button into the spine, squeeze and hold it there. So imagine that lovely wide belt, pull it all the way to notch number 10, squeeze and hold. Try and draw through the front, the center of the body. Try not to tighten the glutes too much. Really think about drawing all those muscles into the center. Hold it there, breathe. We can hold those core muscles and breathe. And relax. Halfway this time, notch number 5, squeeze and hold. Good job, well done, and relax. And finally, notch number 3, a gentle squeeze and hold it there. Now we're going to bring the pelvic floor in, squeeze, lift. Again, let's start with tightening those muscles as much as we can, squeeze and hold. And relax. Now let's bring them halfway up to level 5. And relax. And finally level 3. So just a gentle squeeze of the pelvic floor, gentle drawing in of the tummy button. There we go. So all those core muscles are engaged. They're ready to support the spine while we work, and also to strengthen. We're switching them on so we know which ones we want to tone and work on. Good job. Now let's just take a moment to make work on those lovely deep breaths. So we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. We're going to take our time, completely fill the lungs. We're filling them laterally, we're opening them up wide, they come out to the side, they fill the ribs. And as we exhale, they close in. And we don't need to sag and lose all that lovely posture while we're doing it. So keep the core engaged. We can still breathe nice and deeply at the same time. It's really important to take time to breathe deeply every day if you can. It's very relaxing, but it's also really important for the efficiency of your lungs. It's really important to keep the lungs working completely. We want all the muscles supporting the lungs to be really strong and efficient. So we take our time to make sure we use them properly. Good job. From here, let's move into our side bend. Stretch, reach up to the ceiling, and then gently side bend over to the side. Hold, and then back to center and return. Make sure you keep a little soft bend in the knees. Stretch and reach, don't let them lock out at all. We always keep them softened and back. One more on each side. Stretch, reach, side bend. And relax. Last one. Reach and over. Good job. From here, bringing the hands up to the shoulders, elbows out to the side, and we're moving into our spine twist. Keep those hips glued facing forward. They're your anchor. They're not going to go anywhere. Just the torso and the upper body is moving. Keep the head central to the chest. Don't let it head off on its own. It likes to take its own way there. Try and keep it central. So breath in, engage. Shoulders are relaxed, elbows out to the side. Exhale, and we're twisting the whole of the body up, up, up and round. As I say, don't let the head wander off on its own. Keep it central. Breath in here. Feel that stretch, extend even further, and then exhale back to center. Make sure the shoulders are still relaxed so we can move freely again. Breath in, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale back to center. One more on each side. And back to center. Last one. Good job. Bring the hands onto the head or just above the head. And we're going to draw those elbows forward. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze forward. Hold. And release. And then open up back as far as you can. And then drawing forward again. Squeeze. Open up through those shoulder blades. And back and open. Last one. Squeeze forward. Opening up and relax. Circle the arms out and round to the sides. Give them a good shake. Good job. Right, let's grab our hand weights, cans or weights, whichever suits you. Let's grab hold of them. So we've got the hands over the top of our cans here and then relax down by our sides. So again, feet are at hip distance, knees have got a gentle bend in them. Body is lengthened, nice and tall though, shoulders are back and down. Good job. From here, breath in, engage, exhale, bringing them up halfway. Hold it there. Good job. And up. And we're just going to hold it there for a moment. Now you might think the cans, not much extra weight, not going to do a great deal, but it's amazing. They really, really help the muscles to fire, and a lot of different muscles when we're holding onto some extra weight into the hands. It's also helping to put some weight through the bones, which is really, really important to keep the bones strong. So we're going to turn the cans now to face up to the ceiling, and we're going to draw them in. So keeping the shoulders relaxed, we're bringing them both in together to the shoulders, keeping those elbows nice and raised. And extend all the way. And again, back in. And extend. Nice and slowly, nice and controlled, making sure that both hands are working together at the same time. And extend. This time we're coming halfway. So we're coming till the hands are directly above the elbows. We're going to hold it there. Then we're going to finish and close. Then we're coming back to halfway and hold. And open all the way. Same again, repeat. Halfway. And close. Back up. And open. Last one coming back in. Halfway, hold it there. All the way. Good job, well done. Relax the elbows down now to the sides. Turn the hands in front of us. Now we're coming down to the hips. So, same again, breath in, engage. Make sure the support of the spine is there as we slowly open up and bring the hands down. Then we're coming up. And down. Good job. And again, both together. And down. And this time the same again. We're coming halfway this time. Hold. And all the way. Tuck them into the shoulders. And again, slowly lower to halfway. Control. Hold them there. And lower. One more repeat there, bringing them up halfway. Fully. And last one to bring them down halfway. All the way down. Well done. Take your weights and pop them down now. And we're going to move down to the legs, get the lower body warmed up as well. There we go. So we're going to start with our lunges. Feet at hip distance. Heels push down into the floor. Step forward with one foot. Push through that front knee. Push those hips forward. Keep the upper body nice and straight for me. Nice straight back. Eyes are looking forward. Back heel is glued to the floor. Pushing forward through that front knee to try and extend that stretch all the way up the back leg. Really take your time to see if you can get this stretch to develop a little bit. Just gently encouraging that knee forward. Good job. That's it. Well done. And release. Switch sides. Other foot comes forward. Stepping forward through that front knee, pushing through the front knee, keeping that back heel glued down to the floor and pulling away and forward. See if that knee will come a little bit further. Good job, and release. Well done. Coming back into our squats now, so feet back to hip distance. Breath in, engage the core. This is really important. This is going to start the workout for those core muscles as we gently sit back and down, making sure that the knees are staying behind the toes, the hands and the arms are coming forward as our counterweight. Help us hold that balance, hold that position. When we're ready to come back up, engage, draw up, using those core muscles to support and bring you back up to standing, not just the leg muscles. And again, breath in, engage, sit down. Just bring it as far as you want to. Engage, drawing up, standing nice and tall. Good job. This time we're going to bring it down and we're going to hold it there. Breath in, engage, sit back down and hold for a moment. Well done. When you're ready, engage to draw back up, standing nice and tall, ready to roll down. So here we're going to articulate the spine, wake up those supporting muscles through the spine and wake up those flexibility building moves here. So keeping the spine nice and flexible and mobile. Breath in, engage, exhale, chin drops to the chest, shoulders roll forward. Arms hang freely and we slowly take our time to relax down into that lovely stretch. So the head is hanging free to allow the neck to stretch out. The arms and the shoulders are relaxed. There's a gentle bend in the knee at all times. Hanging out here, enjoy that stretch all the way up the back of the legs. When you're ready, breath in, engage to support and coming up slowly. Restacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time, like building blocks. Slowly, so that each one is put back in place. Shoulders are back and down to finish. Head looking up and away. And again, breath in, engage, chin to chest, shoulders roll forward. Good job. Stretch and reach. Well done. Breath in, engage, slowly rolling back up, slowly, restacking the spine. Shoulders back and down, neck lengthening up and away. Good job. Last one here, breath in, engage, chin to chest, shoulders forward. Taking the time, reach, stretch. See if those fingertips can go a little bit further each time. And then when you're ready, coming down onto the mat, onto all fours, both hands together, both knees together if you can, and coming onto all fours. Making sure, if we're going to move into the push-up later on, making sure that you've got plenty of mat in front of you if you want to move into the extended arms push-up in a moment. So focusing at the moment on all fours. So we've got the wrists directly underneath our shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Feet are relaxed here. Back is nice and flat. So the hips are pushing out and extending to the wall behind. The very crown of the head is reaching to the wall in front. And the back is supported with that core engagement. Ready for knee lifts. So tuck both toes under so they're both ready to go. Breath in, engage the core, bringing the knee directly up to the hip. Up and in, hold, control, and place it back down again. Same again on the other side. Breath in, engage. Knee lift up into the hip. Feel that lovely controlled tilt of the pelvis, but keeping the shoulders stable and flat. And again, engage, drawing up and hold. And lower. Other side, breath in, engage, tilt. So we've got a lovely gentle twist in the spine, but we're keeping the shoulders level while the knees are lifting. Now, if you want to, either continue with single knee lift or both together. Breath in, engage. This time we're building strength. We're holding, using that core strength. We're weight bearing through the wrists, really important, and down. This time we're going to add the hands as well. And again, make sure they do the same motion. So breath in, engage, wrist comes up into the shoulder, just a little lift because the spine is only able to twist a certain amount here with both lifted. Breath in, engage, other side. So the wrist is coming up into the shoulder, the knee is coming up into the hip joint and lower. Again, one on each side. Gently lift, twist, and lower. And again, breath in, engage, gently twist, and lower. And one last double knee lift if you want to. Breath in, engage, lift and hold. Just hovering a couple of inches above the floor. Hold it there if you can. And lower, no, and we're coming out of it now. Release the toes, coming back and shake out the wrists. Squeeze the hands open and close the fingers to get the blood flowing back through. Really important exercises, really important to weight bear through the forearms, to build the strength through the bones and try and fight the onset of osteoporosis. So really, really important. So yeah, it might feel a bit uncomfortable. There shouldn't be any direct pain, but it might feel a little bit uncomfortable while we're working with the weight on the wrists because it's something we don't do very often, but it's really important to do it. So try and persevere little by little if you can. So we're coming back onto the hands and now we're going to work on strengthening through the upper body now as we move into our push-up. So our level 1 push-up is in a nice square box position. Breath in, engage, keeping the back nice and flat. The elbows go out to the side and the whole of the upper body comes together. The head comes with the back. It doesn't lead and drop. The neck stays in a straight line with the spine. We hold it there. Breath in, and we gently push back through the arms to bring us back up nice and flat. Okay, that's your level 1. Level 2, walking the hands forward. Okay, breath in, engage. Bring those hips forward so that the shoulders again are directly above the wrists. Elbows go out to the side, nice and slow, nice and controlled. Take it just as far down as you can to bring it back up nice and square again. And again, either level, carry on working at your level, taking your time, building up the strength. It's about control and precision, nice and slowly. Good job. We're going to do one more here. If you're in the extended position, make sure that the hips are staying controlled and lifted. Don't leave them down on the mat there. Make sure they come back up with you. And then we're done. We're sitting back. We're shaking it out again. Well done. Good job. Bringing the toes together and the knees nice and wide. We're coming down and forward to relax into our child's pose. Good job. So relaxing down here, opening up through the hip flexors just as much as you can. This relaxed position will look different for everybody. So just find your way. Good job. So don't worry if your hips or your bottom is still raised up here, that's okay. Just find a position that works for you to relax. Good job, well done. Coming forward onto our tummy, so we're moving into our swimming now, okay? So we're going to work on strengthening the core, and a really, really good exercise for strengthening the lower back. And a nice one, if you've got a little twinge in the lower back, if you've overdone it a little bit at any point, then again, the swimming is a nice one if you level it up gently to build that strength up again and try and release any tension in the lower back. Okay. So we've got the legs extended nice and long at hip distance, and we've got the arms extended nice and long with the head down, fingertips reaching up in front of us. Good job. So we're going to start with just the legs. We're going to take a breath in, engage. So keeping our head down and relaxed. I'm just going to raise mine so you can hear me. To start with, engage the core. Draw the belly button up towards the spine to keep the core supported and the lower back supported. As we exhale, we gently bring out one leg to hip height and lower. Now we control the lift, same on the other leg, and we control the lower and the placing back down of the foot. Don't let the leg just flop down to the floor and let gravity take over. You're going to control the leg in both motions. That's really important. While the leg is lifted, the hips are staying level and stable. And again, lift and lower. Good job. Now we're going to add the arms as well. So starting with just the arms, leaving the legs be for a moment. Breath in, engage, draw up that belly button. Exhale, lift the head from the mat so that the nose just hovers above the mat, the eyes stay looking down. Then when you're ready, gently drawing up one arm up to the ear and lengthening those fingertips to reach nice and long, and then slowly and controlled bringing it back down again. And again, keeping the head up if you can in between. Breath in, engage, gently drawing the arm up to the ear and lower. Good job. Breath in, engage. Lift, lengthen. Keeping the shoulders relaxed so that the arms can move freely. And again, on the other side, lift, lengthen, and again, really focus on controlling that down motion and don't let gravity just take over. So you can work a couple of legs and a couple of arms separately as your level 1 and continue with that. For your level 2, let's bring opposite arm, opposite leg together. So breath in, engage, keeping the head lifted, bringing up the arm and the leg together. Hold. Breath in, exhale, control all the way back down again. Same on the other side. Breath in, engage, lift, extend. And lower. And again. And lower. Last one on this side. And if you want to take it up again a level, then we're finishing with breath in, engage, double leg, double arm, lift and hold. So we're just holding this position, lengthen fingers, lengthen toes, tummy drawn up to support the lower back. Only taking this option if you're ready to do so. Breathe, relax the shoulders. Hold it there if you can. If you need to come down, do so at any time. And gently lower, bringing the arms and the legs down and then relaxing the head. We're going to make a nice little pillow for the head after the arms. We're going to take the legs a little bit wider, roll the heels out so that the toes are pointing in so we can completely relax out of that work. Well done. Good job. When you're ready, gently turn your head to the other side. Good job, well done. Now we're coming up onto our side and we're going to work on our threading the needle, okay? So here we're going to focus on the core and we're going to focus across right the way through to the oblique muscles on the side here. We're also working on spinal twist, okay? So that's, again, it's really important action to have. We use spinal twist an awful lot when we get in and out of the car, when we're picking things up and then moving them. We're using that twist action. And again, we often get weakness through the lower back, which means when we twist, that's when we get those little pulls and niggles. So we're going to try and work on strengthening and flexibility here to prevent that from happening. So the feet are in a nice straight line with the spine, the knees are bent forward. Feet are stacked, knees are stacked, hips are stacked. So make sure this bottom hip is underneath the top hip, okay? Don't just roll the hip back and end up with that top hip too far open, okay? It's tucked underneath, one on top of the other. Elbow is directly underneath the shoulder. And think about that spine. We need to bring that waist up so we've got that spine in a nice straight line here. To help us to keep that lifted, then extend the top hand nice and long, fingers reaching up towards the ceiling straight from the shoulder. Looking up at those fingertips. So our fingers are our thread, and we're going to follow that thread. We're going to bend, we're going to relax the shoulder, and we're going to take that thread through our needle, which is underneath us. We're going to keep the hand a couple of inches above the mat, and we're going to reach those fingertips, following with the eyes, following with the shoulder as far as we can underneath us, whilst keeping those knees stacked. Breath in, engage, exhale, again hovering just above the floor, and then extend and lengthen. Don't let those hips open, don't let those knees slide. And again, breath in, engage, roll, relax the shoulder, twist through. Feel that lovely spine twist. Hold. Breath in, exhale, gently threading out and extend. Now, if you want to at this stage, you can lift the hips to come up with you, keeping that lovely straight line with the spine, okay? Keeping them stacked one above the other. And again, repeat. So you choose, breath in, exhale, roll round. Now, keep those knees in place. They're our anchor, keep them there, but you can twist a little bit further here. Fingertips reaching through, eyes following, then bringing it back round, resetting, making sure that those hips go back one on top of the other. And again, breath in, engage. Last one, roll through, stretch through, bringing it back, extending nice and long, and relax. Lower the hips, relax off of the shoulder, curl up into a little ball, and release it here. Well done. Good job. Well done. When you're ready to relax out of that one, we're going to move straight on into our 100. There we go. So we're coming onto our back now. We're going to really make those core muscles work, building the strength right the way throughout the body, from head to toe with these exercises. So from here, make sure that the shoulder blades are relaxed underneath you. Feet are at hip distance, knees are bent, feet are relatively close to the bottom there. They're going to be nice and supporting. Arms are relaxed down beside us to start with. Now, we're going to start with a couple of curls to get us used to lifting the upper body, making sure that we're engaging those upper abdominals to do the hold and not tensing through the neck. And then we're going to move on into the 100 as we hold it up there. Okay. Really important to choose the level. I'm going to give you lots of different levels to work at. Choose the level that works for you. Okay. So level 1, if you're still working on building the strength of the upper abdominals, then you can place the hands behind the head, opening up the elbows. If you want to work at level 2, the arms are going to come straight up. They're going to keep a bend in them, okay? Either position, you are not pulling with the arms or the hands. They are just coming for a bit of moral support. So from here, relax, breath in, engage the core. Think about a rope attached to the sternum as we bring the chin down towards the chest and we curl through the upper rib cage. We're going to pull on that rope so that we can look through the knees. The elbows are just gently opened, and eventually we're going to take a breath in. As we exhale, relax the head back into the hands, extending the neck slightly to help us as we come back down. That extending of the neck is really important, even when the hands aren't there behind the head. And again, breath in, engage, drawing up, using the upper torso to bring us back up, looking through the knees. Breath in, exhale, slowly, slowly control as we come back down. Good job. So if the hands aren't there, they're down by the side with a gentle bend in them. Same again, breath in, engage, torso is coming up, 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 curling, shoulders are relaxed, bend in the elbow. They're just hanging around, waiting to do their thing. Breath in, slowly lowering back down, not releasing those core muscles until we're all the way down on the mat. Now this time we're coming up and holding. So breath in, engage, curling up, 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 and hold. Okay. From here, we're going to move into our 100. So you have a couple of options. You hold it here, or you can move into the single leg lift, or if you want to, you can move into the double leg lift, but choose the level that works for you. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be ready to get going. Let's pulse those hands. So in for 5 breaths, 3, 4, 5, exhale 5 breaths. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carry on your pace, your breath. If you find it's too much at any point, keep the hands pulsing, relax the head down, take a breath. When you're ready, come again. Okay, so you choose. You don't have to stay up here the whole time, but try and keep the hands pulsing because we're creating really good oxygenated blood. That's going to be pumping around those internal organs, giving them a nice shower of oxygen. So let's keep that going. If you have got a single leg lifted, make sure you switch and you add the other leg at some point, so we're not lopsided. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the arms. If you've got the legs up, one at a time, come down. Then it's the upper body relaxes down, the arms come down, everything gives a big sigh of relief. The knees are coming into the chest for a really good hug. Squeeze them in so we relax the tension through the neck and the shoulders, and gently roll the head side to side if there is any tension built up in the neck there. Just allow that to release. And feel good. Great, great exercise, strengthening right the way throughout the body. Amazing core strengthening building there, right from the front of the body, through the center, and right the way to the back. Really important exercise. Let's lengthen out of it. Full body stretch. Breath in, exhale, stretch. Reach, make yourself as long as you can, and relax here. Good job. On the next exhale, draw the hands over and gently bring yourself either straight over onto your other side or switching ends if you need to, as we move into threading our needle the other way. Good job. So the feet are stacked, the knees are stacked, the hips are stacked, the elbows underneath the shoulder. The tummy is raised up so that that spine is in a lovely straight line. The neck is just relaxed. Top hand is reaching up, fingertips up towards the ceiling. Making sure those knees are at anchor point. Don't move them during the exercise. Breath in, engage. Starting everybody with hips down, just curling under, finding our way. Hand hovering just above the mat. Eyes are following and reaching through so that the neck is twisting as well. Breath in. Feel that lovely stretch, and then exhale to release and come back out and extend those fingers. And again, breath in, engage, drawing round. Good job. Coming under, reaching. Coming out. And extending. Okay, last 2. Let's bring those hips up. So imagine a piece of string pulling those hips directly up so that they're still stacked nice and tall. Breath in, engage, curl. Remember, only take this option if it suits you to do so. Keeping the knees stacked,
but you'll get further extension of that twist as you reach through. And reaching out and up. Last one, breath in, engage, curling round. Curling round, stretch, reach, breath in. Exhale, stretch and reach out, restack the hips, lower them down and relax out. Come off that forearm, curl up nice and small and relax here. Well done. Good job, doing really well today. So when you're ready, coming up to seated, and we're going to work on that reverse bridge. Now, for anybody, if this reverse bridge doesn't work, we're going to bridge from here up. If it doesn't work for you, then work on the traditional bridge. So stay down, arms by the side, shoulders relaxed, and our traditional bridge move here. Okay. For everybody else, we're reverse bridging. Again, we're working on that upper body strength at the same time as the core and the legs. So from here, we've got our feet at hip distance. Okay, we've got the hands out behind us, shoulders relaxed, okay? Fingertips facing out to the sides. Again, you might find that the hand position you tweak as it suits you and your wrists, okay? But I'm going to have mine out to the side. I'm just going to keep my hands on the mat to help keep that grip. Now, I'm going to remember that I'm bridging, which means instead of just pushing my bottom up into the air, I've got to curl and curve in and out of this exercise. We're still building that flexibility. So breath in, engage, extend through the neck so we're nice and tall. Exhale, tilt the pelvis first. So we tilt the pelvis, then curve the spine. And then we push through the feet as we lift those hips nice and level, up, 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 as far as they will go. Breath in, exhale, control to bring it down, curving the spine, curving the pelvis, and then sitting up tall and extending the neck to finish. Okay, so that's our move. Now we're going to do it in different ways. So same to start with, breath in, engage, tilt the pelvis, curve the spine. Imagine there's a spirit level across the hips. You've got to keep it absolutely level as you push up, hold, then bringing it down. Relax through the shoulders, relax through the neck, curve the spine, tilt the pelvis back into position and hold. Okay, now we're going to extend one leg long. Now we've really got to watch that spirit level this time to make sure that the hips stay level. Breath in, engage, tilt the pelvis, curve the spine, push and lead through those hips, keeping them level even though we've got one leg extended. Hold, breath, return nice and slowly, coming back down. One more here, breath in, engage, tilt, curl, push. Keep the knee nice and straight, moving straight away from you. Tilt and come back down. Switch sides for me. Please make sure the feet come back to hip distance before you extend the other foot. Ready, breath in, engage, tilt, curve the spine, push through those hips, up, up, up. Breath in, exhale, bring it down nice and slowly, keeping that supporting knee. Nice straight line. Don't let it bend over here. Okay. One more here. Breath in, engage, tilt, push. Control as we bring it back down. And then if you want to, double leg extension. Breath in, engage, tilt the pelvis, curve the spine, push through those hips, extend, lengthen, hold. Breath in, lowering down. Extending and finishing nice and straight. One more here, breath in, engage, lift and hold. Good job, hips up nice and high. Last one, breath in, exhale, bringing it down, knowing it's all over and relaxing out of it. Bring the knees up, fold forward, shake the hands, and when you're ready, relaxing forward, folding over the knees. Good job. Well done. From here, we're going to extend the legs nice and long, and we're going to stretch it out with that lovely spine stretch now. So the feet are at hip distance, and we're sitting on our sitting bones nice and tall. We're extended through. Now, if having the legs extended and them flat on the mat means that you can't sit up fully, it just means you've got tightness in the back of the legs. Just bring a little bend in the knees. It's more important that you're sitting up nice and tall in order to get this spine stretch to work for you. And then your goal is to just gently encourage those knees to come further and further down as you manage to stretch out those hamstrings and build that flexibility. So either with the knees bent or the legs straight, whichever suits you, the arms are coming straight out from the shoulders. Extend, and from the top of the head, extend that piece of thread to hold you up nice and tall to start with. So spine stretch, breath in, engage, exhale, reach forward, looking through those fingertips for me. Then when you're ready, lower the eyes to look down at the legs. While you're doing that, encourage them to reach down towards the mat and encourage the hands to reach and lengthen further forward. Hold, breath in, exhale, restack the spine like we're rolling up, relaxing the shoulders, lengthening the neck at the end. And again, spine stretch, breath in, engage, reach. How far can we get those fingertips forward? We're looking through them, we're willing them forward. Then we're lowering the head down to look at the thighs. We're encouraging the legs down onto the mat as we stretch and reach even further. Hold, breath in, exhale, relax shoulders, nice and tall. Now this time we're going to bring the hands across so that one hand is facing the opposite toe, and then we're bringing the hand back behind us and lengthening. We're looking for those back fingers as we reach forward with the front fingers that are now reaching for the opposite toe. Reach and relax as we're sitting up nice and tall. Bring the other hand back. And again, one hand comes back, the other one drifts over to the other toe. Eyes are looking behind, and we're willing and stretching and reaching forward. And release and coming back to center. One more on each side. Fingertips drifting over to the other toe. Stretch, reach, looking behind. Reach. Sitting up nice and tall. Last one. Drifting across. Reaching behind. Stretching forward. Pushing down with those legs into the mat. Sitting up nice and tall. Hold it there. Now we're going to move into our last stretch here. That's our Cossack arms. So one arm on top of the other, fingertips to the elbows on either side. Shoulders are relaxed. Again, if you find you're not comfortable in this position, work with the knees bent. It's absolutely fine. Breath in, engage, twist, keeping the head central to those wrists. Breath in, exhale back to center. And again, inhale, exhale. This is going to be our last one here, so just enjoy that stretch. And back to center. Good job. Relax the arms down, bringing those knees up. Good job. We're going to come down onto the mat for our last exercise. So we're gently going to roll down from here. So curving the spine, relaxing down. Use the hands behind the legs for a bit of support, or bring them down onto the mat together. So we come down centrally. Good job. So we're just going to finish off with some leg circles. Walking the feet together and the knees together, making sure the spine is in neutral, very important here. Shoulders are relaxed, arms are nice and long either side of us on the mat. Last effort now, breath in, engage the core, gently drawing up, 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 and bringing into the chest. Okay, so the legs are together, the knees are together, all one unit. The toes are pointing at 6 o'clock on the clock face. We're gently going to circle the toes out to the side a little way. Then we're going to bring them up here, round the clock face. We're coming up, up, up to 12. Then we're coming round. Good job. Past 3 and back to 6. Good job. Now we're going the other way. We're going anti-clockwise. While we're moving this motion in this position, we can't see the toes. If we're looking forward at our knees. We can't see the toes. They're tucked the whole time. Even when they come out to the side, we can't see them. They're tucked into us back. Well done to 6 o'clock. Now, if you want more of a challenge here, making sure that spine stays in neutral, you can draw the knees up. So they're directly above the hips. We start with them at right angles, so we're used to that, but a nice square right angles position. And then we're going to drop just the toes and the heels down to that 6 o'clock position, but the knees stay above the hips. From here, we're going to start to see the toes. So this time they can just peep out to the side as they're coming round past the 9. As they're coming up to the 12, we can see them just above the knees. And then we're bringing them back round again. The 3, we can see them at the side. And then the 6, they disappear underneath. And again, other way, we're going anti-clockwise. Breath in, engage the core. So you choose the level that you want to work with. Think about the control. Think about making your way nice and slowly around that clock face. Try and keep the feet relaxed so that the legs don't cramp. Back to center. Good job. And back the other way. Last effort. This needs to be done slowly. It needs to be controlled. If you've run out of energy, just take a break and finish. Good job. Make sure the back is supported and not arching. Last time, going anti-clockwise this time. Coming up nice and slowly. Working the legs together. Really nice work. Bringing it back to center and we're done. Knees into the chest. Lift those toes up and down just to release the tension in the legs. Good job. Well done. Great effort, everybody. Bring the feet down to the mat now as we cool it all off. So the feet are on the mat, the knees are bent. Bringing one knee up to the chest and give it a good hug. Take the other foot and just extend it as far as is comfortable for you. Leave the bend in the knee if you need to, or move it into full extension if it suits you to do so. From here, we know we're going to cool down, so we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As we just take a minute to slow the heart rate down. Good job. Walking the other foot back in and squeezing it to the chest. Walking the other foot and extending it nice and long. Pushing the knee into the chest, squeezing it into the body and extending the leg down into the mat that's extended. Good job, well done. Gently walk the foot back up. Now bring the other foot down. Good job. From here, keeping the feet at hip distance, we're going to lift one foot up. We're going to flex the foot. We're going to lead with the heel as we get that lovely stretch down the back of the leg. Keeping that heel leading and the toe drawing back towards the head. If you can, gently encourage the leg up, up, up as far as you can. If you want to place the hands either side for a little bit of support, you can do. And let's hold it there, pushing the toes back down, pushing and leading with the heel to get that lovely stretch down the back of the leg. Again, if we can extend these back leg muscles all the way down here, it's going to put us in a better position posturally to support the spine. So often we end up with shortening of the back leg muscles here, and then that means that the spine ends up gently curving to counteract that. So really important stretch here. And then release by pointing the toes, bending the knee and bringing the foot back down to the floor. Other side, gently lift the foot, hover, push with the heel, extend out first to make sure that that leg is nice and straight. Those muscles are as straight as they can be. And then gently encouraging up, 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 just as far as you can. Keeping the supporting knee nice and square with the hip. Good job. Pushing through that heel. Doesn't matter how far it's coming up. What matters is the heel is leading and the toes are drawing back and the back of the leg is stretching. Good job. And release. Point the toe, bend the knee and bringing the foot back down. Good job. Walking the feet and the knees together now. And then gently taking a moment to allow the knees to open up, keeping the feet together, touching. as we open up the hips and relax here. Again, just as far as is comfortable for you. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As we just gently relax and open up through the hip flexors, relaxing through the glutes. When we're ready, drawing those knees back together. Now keeping the feet and the knees together as one unit, take the arms and extend them directly out to you on either side if you've got more room than I have. And then gently roll the knees and the feet, keeping them together to one side, and gently turn the head to the opposite side. Good job. Enjoy that lovely spine stretch with a deep breath. Breath in, engage, draw those knees back to center and then over to the other side. Turn the head in the opposite direction. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Engage and draw those knees back up to center. Relax the shoulders. From here, keeping the knees together and then gently walking the feet out so we make a lovely TP shape with the knees that are self-supporting the legs now. And relax the legs in that position. We're going to move into our relax from this position. So if this isn't the relaxing position for you, then just extend the legs and work on a lovely full body relax on the floor. If it is, then gently relax the hands onto the tummy, one above the other. Relax the shoulders. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you exhale, feel the shoulders and the back of the head and the back of the arms relaxing down into the floor. Feel the tummy and the torso relaxing and spreading. Feel the toes relaxing, spreading nice and wide. The weight through the heels, relaxing and melting the feet down into the mat. And just take a moment to totally relax. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keeping the eyes closed and gently rolling the head to one side. And then gently rolling it back to center and over to the other side. And back to center. Opening the eyes and again rolling the head to one side. Back to center. And over to the other side. And back to center. Gently walking the feet in towards each other and gently rolling onto your side when you're ready. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. When you're ready, slowly coming up onto all fours. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Making sure that the feet and the knees are at hip distance before you tuck the toes under and walk the hands back. And taking your time to slowly roll back up, restacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Taking the shoulders back and down, lengthening the neck up and away. Arm circles to finish when you're ready. Deep breath in to come up and out to circle. And again, in and out. Last one, stretch, reach up onto your toes. Circle the arms, bring him round to the prayer and give yourself a good clap. Well done, everybody. Great effort.